Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Take 5 with Abby and Crystal. I'm Abby McCleary from the Wellness and Lifestyle Medicine team, and you may have guessed from where I'm sitting that today we're going to be talking about physical activity. So our goals today are to define physical activity versus exercise, talk about how to incorporate moving naturally throughout our day, the benefits of physical activity beyond the more obvious ones, and then places on campus to move. So when we think about physical activity versus exercise, there is a distinction there. The definition of physical activity is any bodily movement produced by the contraction of skeletal muscle that increases energy expenditure above a basal level. So that's kind of a fancy way of saying all those things that we do during the day when we're moving around, walking, walking in from work, cleaning, maybe working at our desk, those things, versus exercise, which is a subcategory of physical activity, and that's planned, structured, repetitive movement with the objective of improving or maintaining one or more components of physical health. So why do we want to make that distinction? Interestingly, the world's longest lived people who live these very long, healthy lives don't necessarily, pump it out at the gym for an hour or run marathons. Instead, they live in environments that constantly nudge them into moving naturally throughout the day. They grow gardens. They don't use those mechanical conveniences for house and yard work. And every trip to work or to a friend's house, to them, is an opportunity for a nice walk. So we may have different levels of physical activity kind of built into our day, depending on if we're someone who works at a desk a lot throughout the day, so we're sitting kind of at the computer, or if we're on our feet all the day, moving. Regardless, we may be meeting our body's requirements for one type of physical activity, but not all. So there's always an opportunity to add in balance or strength work, flexibility, et cetera. For someone at our desk all day, evidence is clear that getting up, standing even, and even better, walking throughout the day, every hour or so, can really help benefit the body and mind. If we're somebody who is already on our feet all day, we might benefit from back strengthening exercises or stretching. And so it's really maintaining this balance of cardio, strength, balance, and stretch work that'll help our bodies and minds the most. So what are some of the benefits of physical activity? Beyond the physical benefits that, we're probably all aware of, physical activity has lots of other benefits. There are cardiovascular benefits like decreased blood pressure, improving our cholesterol profile, reducing inflammation and pain. We know that when we move more throughout the day, we have improved sleep quality and including deep sleep. And it also helps to decrease daytime sleepiness. We also experience cognitive benefits when we move more throughout the day. So increased cognition and executive function, meaning really our ability to focus and execute at work or at home, is improved when we move throughout the day. And then we also know it has an impact on our mood. So it reduces depressive symptoms in those without clinical depression, and it also reduces effects of both chronic and acute anxiety. Being more active throughout the day can also improve immune function and response. Research shows that short bouts of activity increase immune cells in the body by 50%, and we know regular activity can help prevent decline in immune function related to aging. So, since a lot of us spend a lot of time at work, we might be looking for places to move on campus. So I wanted to highlight these wonderful resources that we have here at St. Joe's in Ann Arbor. The first picture is actually where I'm sitting now. This is the fitness studio in the Women's Health Center on the second floor. And, we know also at the hospital, plenty of opportunities to walk and climb stairs. Here's a picture of our mini summit in Reichert. So when you climb to the top of the stairs, you get the benefit of seeing this beautiful picture. The towers has something similar. You can even sign your name when you get to the top. The third picture is beautiful trails we have on campus that are really well marked. A lot of us may be familiar with the paved perimeter trail, but we have some extensive wooded trails as well on campus. And we'd love for colleagues to take advantage of, getting outside and moving in nature on those. And the last picture is our colleague workout area. This is in the Riker Health Building, Suite 4016. And not only does this suite have cardio equipment like you see pictured, but through that door in the back, there's a wonderful natural lit space for yoga or meditation or stretching. And there's also an area where you can practice some strength training with weights. And this area is open to colleagues 24/7. You just need your badge to swipe in. So what if you're thinking, I'd really like to start incorporating physical activity on a more regular basis? We want to give you some tips to be successful with that goal. Years of research in behavior change shows that if we want to form lasting habits, we should start easy. So they should take little physical or mental effort at first, but they should still be powerful enough to start feeling the benefits quickly. Research also shows that connecting new habits to existing ones is helpful for making new activities stick. So if you're looking for a way to incorporate, a new physical activity goal, tying it to an existing habit that you already have built into your routine can be really helpful. One little example I like to use is, we all brush our teeth in the morning for a couple minutes. So what if you did some calf raises during that time? Just kind of nudging yourself to start incorporating more physical activity throughout the day. We also know it's important to be intentional in designing our environment for success by surrounding ourselves with visual cues and people that support the positive changes we're trying to make. So an example of this might be, laying out our walking or yoga clothes the night before, maybe bringing some comfortable walking shoes to work so we could get a walk in on those beautiful trails before we head home for the day. We also want to be thoughtful about where in our day we plan to incorporate our new habit and design a schedule that really works, with our own rhythm. So some folks feel most energetic in the morning and they like to do some kind of, physical activity first thing. Others want to, kind of incorporate it into a transition from their workday to spending time at home. So we really need to design a schedule that works for us. And then celebrating our successes. We often find ourselves waiting until we reach our ultimate goal to celebrate, but science shows us that it's essential to celebrate each positive step we make on our journey to whole health. So, if we manage to get those 10,000 steps in one day by moving, that's a great success, and we want to celebrate that. So I thank you so much for joining me on this brief video, kind of highlighting the benefits of physical activity and some resources on campus for colleagues. If you have any questions or you want more information, please don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is listed there, and we look forward to seeing you on our next video.